solar cooperatives. The project Solar Cooperative has been ongoing since May this year. So energy projects related to renewables are not that intensive or not as intensive as we would want them to be. We are lagging behind other countries as for renewables. A solar cooperative is in fact one of the energy projects, one of the projects carried out by energy cooperatives. I've been working on it for a year, and based on the models abroad, I would like to promote, to initiate these activities in Slovenia. This model has been proven very successful. There are two areas, ecological and economic. With energy, we know that it's connected with the pollution. Fossil fuels are still dominant. Only 8% of energy is generated from renewables. There's a lot to be done to start with the more intensive use of energy, of renewable energy sources. Some 20% of energy is generated from renewables. Still, there is a lot of room for improvement. Energy and energy dependency are important. We can follow the global trends. For example, oil prices going up, markets are not satisfied, restless, GDP are on the decrease, so we need to be energy independent. So we can take a further step. We generate 50% of the energy we need. Another story, I borrowed this from one of the mayors. We cooperate with them, and municipalities are in the focus of the solar cooperative. So one of the mayors used this, and I stole it somehow. He was explaining why to purchase energy outside and deplete our own faunas. Why would we enrich somebody else instead of local farmers? So if we purchase from a farmer, we can make them able to buy bigger tractors. A story we are trying to present is, so what is our focus? Some regional stories where we try to connect energy chains from a farmer or several farmers, generating biomass for the cooperative, and then we would heat a school that is now using fuel oil. This is the regional balance, so more money is kept locally. Solar cooperative is focusing on the energy story, but also local food chains are a similar story. If we take a look at a region producing some products, they have to purchase energy, some products, raw materials, and therefore they produce something that they mainly export. There is a certain surplus, and this has to be increased either through energy locally or through food products. The focus of solar cooperative is energy, the outflow of euro for energy. So we are trying to shift this story. In a local environment, in certain region, this chain is completed, is concluded, and thus we impact the local energy balance. Locally produced raw materials, local services contribute to the generation of the local surplus. There are certain limitations or obstacles. So why do we regard this model as a good one? We have the city area and rural areas. The cost of energy investment drops. The more densely populated area is, less costly it is for such projects. They provide better yield. But there are other stories. In the country, there are many cost-effective projects related to wind, photovoltaic, water. In urban areas, we have cogeneration of heat and energy. As for the production of biomass, which is closely connected to district heating, cogeneration, the more rural the area is, the less costly this is. We need a kind of a platform, a cooperative we have designed can offer this kind of platform, and synergy effects can be identified. And this is positive influence on the regional balance. So what do we have in mind when we talk about a solar cooperative? And when we approach potential members, we've been very active since May. There is a lot of communication with potential members, with the field. And when we explain them, we mainly bear in mind a kind of a chain, mainly of biogas. So there is wood, generation of round wood, wooden fuel, and energy generation, meaning heating of a school. This chain can be divided into two parts. This is a very frequent model in Austria. We joined it with Finnish models of cooperatives. So we should really promote this. If we connect production of fuel, this is the biomass logistics center. Some farmers with wood get together and they produce this wood, and then they provide heating for heating of a public building. And more such facilities can be connected into the solar cooperative. Who are the members of the solar cooperative? We work with municipalities, visit them. Why are they of interest to us? Because this could be good practice in local environment. In municipalities, public buildings are larger ones. On the other hand, there are many bigger buildings where still fuel oil is used. So this could be changed for the better. And municipalities can set a very good example, can be best practice, and thus potential individual members can see such a project as good practice or best practice. Also with the producers of biomass, we cooperate, and members will be as many physical members as possible, physical persons, natural persons. More products have been developed within the solar cooperative. Solar power plants. The owner of a bigger building joins the solar cooperative, and the roof is rented for the installation of a solar power plant. Then the owner of this house can receive a certain share of the energy generated on this roof. In Switzerland, for example, we followed their model. With the 1st of April, they started with a special energy cooperative with 2,000 members. These are people who have a roof, but they do not have the knowledge, the expertise, the time, the funds. So cooperative is the environment they join. This is a legal entity, and the cooperative performs this for them. A similar principle is in the cogeneration, especially where there is gas. There is a bigger facility, building. Municipality that is a member, who becomes a member of a cooperative, starts to purchase heat from the cooperative. And cooperative invests into the replacement of a boiler house or whatever. Energy office as well. Why cooperatives? Why cooperative model? Abroad, we could see that this is a good model for this kind of projects. A cooperative is a model that enables the users, the members, to co-manage the cooperative. Then the cooperative is a model not focusing on the generation of profit. The main thing is the quality of service for their members. When we talk to potential members, we see that this is a very strong argument. This cooperative model is very positive response. And the cooperative is a model that best suits this promotion, this ecological awareness and promotion. This much I wanted to share with you. Tomaž, thank you. Are there any questions? I have one question. The model is very interesting. We have 100 members who have no funds, but they want to become members of the cooperative. So who would provide funds for the installation of a solar power plant on 3 roofs? The cooperative. Through bank loans, yes. This is something we've been doing very intensively. There are certain problems financing of this kind of projects pose certain problems on the side, and a kind of lack of understanding on the side of the banks. But there have been positive shifts lately.